Alright, folks, let's do this. We're gonna...
I got poisoned!
No, we're not gonna get poisoned. We're gonna continue Final Fantasy 14. So, yeah. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy 14, as I just said. And I think, because I had some luck with this... No, I'm not really superstitious, but I just think this is actually fun. This might be a fun way to start the stream, at least a few times. Maybe I'll eventually get bored of it. Because I had some good luck yesterday when I started the stream, we're gonna go ahead and do some scratchies. And do some scratch-offs, like, you know, because we got the shakes. We gotta gamble that shit. And then we'll get on with the story. So for today, we're gonna wrap up the Evil Ace storyline. We kind of already did, technically. But, you know, the aftermath filler nonsense is what I'm talking about. I'll go ahead and finish the New Game Plus for that. But then afterwards, yeah, after that's over, I think we're just gonna... Oh, never mind. There's one tiny semi-short quest that I have to do. It's not New Game Plus, so I'll be doing that on Ether with the other Leon, basically. But a little, one tiny little quest that involves a trial. It's its own thing. It's not part of the official, like, trial series, which can be New Game Plus or whatever. And then after that, it's MSQ to unlock the actual trial series, and then we do that. So we'll see how far we get. But for now, let's test our luck, shall we? Let's do this. What do we got? Tomorrow's Saturday, too, so we get to gamble on the big one, right? The big lottery. Damn it. That means there's no possibility of... Oh, okay, so this one's fine. Alright, next. Let's go. Wait. So there's no possibility... No. So this one's fucked. Oh! Damn! Ah, if that 7 had been a 1, we would have won. Wait, where is it? There. Well, why do I always run off? Like, I'm so used to just logging. I just leave these characters here because, you know, basically it's kind of like I just log in to do this for now. I don't really do much else on these other characters at the moment. Oh wait, I did want to change your outfit real quick though. Or job class, I mean, because I think I left her as dancer. Maybe next time. That's a dance glam for that character. Not much different from the ninja glam on this character, I know. But I'm not known to be the most imaginative type, so bite me. I found an outfit on this character I really liked. Adapted it for Alice, because she can wear different things as a Viera. I've tried different outfits over the... Oh, hold on. Well, when I come back. I've tried different outfits over time, but I always kind of keep coming back to these ones for obvious reasons. Yeah. But, there's that, okay. Still trying to memorize my soundboard so I can actually play soundbites at the right time. Muscle memory and all that shit. Alright, let's see what we got. Pause champ. Oh! Hell yeah! Not as big as a win as 1, 2, 3, right? But it's still something. Okay, what do we got? Oh! Shit. Okay. I always try to get either 7, 8, 9 or 1, 2, 3. Why is not afraid of 7? Or wait, what was it? What was the joke? Why is 6 afraid of 7 or something like that? Oh, because 7, 8, 9. That old stupid ass joke. This way? Damn. Well, there's still one chance. This way. Shit. Alright, so Zara had some luck, right? Do I have a smile? Yeah, there we go. She won. At least. Oh yeah, before I forget, again. What do I have? Without the boots. It's like I wanted to... No, I was thinking of the other character. Yeah. Okay, this one, she can stay like this. We got one more. I gotta get Leon to the gold saucer, of course, but yeah. Oh yeah, real quick. It's fucking warm today. I think the high is 104 degrees for my area right now. And we're at the peak of... At this hour, it's like 5:22 p.m. for me. Pretty much still in peak hours for heat. So, my air conditioning system... We finally fixed it permanently. A brand new capacitor, I think it was, that we replaced, yeah. Or did he call it... Did the guy call it a compressor? We obviously talked to an expert about it, so... I think it was a compressor, my bad. Brand new one we replaced it, it was like 35 bucks. But it's just so hot right now. That it's like it can't keep up with it. Like it still feels kind of warm, it's just chugging. Really putting it through its paces. Oh no, not. Oh fuck. Sorry. This is the standard one I usually like, but I have another one. There we go. Oh! This one feels pretty badass. I'm gonna wear this one for a while. Even though all I'm doing is fucking Packpot tickets anyway, but anyway. It's not even time for a gate yet. Or maybe it was announcing that they closed entries for whatever the gate was. But anyway. Some appropriate music for this. Feed me, Billy. I remember, it just hit me. I've never actually said where this song's from. For those who don't know, this song is from a video game called Feed Me, Billy. It's actually like a sort of a demented psychopath horror video game. This is like the title screen music, I think. It's called like the TV music, which I assume is the title screen from what little I've seen of the game. Hey, Alpha. There we go. How you doing, little buddy? Anyway. Oh, right. Here. Oh, shit, I haven't repaired my shit. No, I don't need to. That's where I want it. Yeah, there we go. Here. So I opened up the wrong menu, but then I realized I have to repair my shit. At some point. Do it! Huh? Come on! Damn! Alright, we got 2 more tries. Fuck. Here we go. Some music for good luck. I think we're fucked, isn't it? There's no way to... Yeah, that's it. You just uncover the entire diagonal, that's it, and it's pretty obvious whether you're gonna win or not. So yeah, we're already fucked. Alright then, whatever, just... Last try, come on! Daddy needs a new pair of boots! Roll them dice. Oh. Lost champ. Oh, shit! Hell yeah! 15 grand. See, this music is lucky. We have a winner. Please accept my congratulations and your prize of 15,000 MGP. Remember, there's always more to be won tomorrow. On the third try, you guys like that? See? Maybe I should stream this every time I start the stream. I'm doing this now. It's good luck. It's just superstition. I've won plenty of times off stream, so. But still, it's just it's a good hype way to start the stream. So I figured, why not, right? Anyway, what the fuck was I? Right, back to the book I read. Or not the inn, just back to the army, I guess. Where's the Mender? Wait, do I have to repair anything else or just... Okay, okay. It's a steep incline. Like right here, I feel like you could easily trip and slide. Well, I guess not that steep, but... It's gotta work out your ankles a bit. Like actually living here, you know, if you can really picture it, going over that bridge right there. Well, wasn't that an adventure, Leon? I decided to think we must soon part ways, with all we've been through these past few moons. And then we already read this, yeah. Yeah, that's all. I just remembered we read that last night. Alright, whatever. The music fucking glitches out here. Alright, in bad taste, let's continue where we left off. Computer, stop the music. Got 10 seconds left, it's not actually gonna stop. Just wanted to imitate a certain summon with that. There it goes. So it's you. Company Bell. Aren't you the wife of that one guy we helped out with the wine earlier? In bad taste. A Company Bell has a wicked smile upon her lips. Enough so to give you considerable pause before engaging the bacon-loving vixen. Oh, great. Ah, fresh off your latest adventure, I suppose you're yearning for another quest. And it just so happens I may have something that needs touching. Do not dare use the F word around me. This just kind of freaks her out, but it doesn't... Then you just have to talk to her. Alright, I need to show it. Do not dare use the F word around me. What, fetching? Ha! I meant no offense! Well, this is most certainly not how that nice young reporter led me to believe you would react. Ah, once you've calmed your nerves, feel free to stop by again. I'm not going anywhere. Well, maybe I don't like just being everybody's errand boy all the time. You ever thought of that? Prick. Alright, but of course, I live to serve. Do you recall that wine my darling husband had you procure for him? You know, the one in the rose bottle? Well, he positively loved it. So much so, in fact, that he's become obsessed with the vintage and would like to ask of you another favor. Go on now, he's standing right yonder. Of course. What exotic, potentially super expensive and insane thing do you want me to fetch for you now, asshole? What do you got? Leon! Jenna has told me of all your adventures. The Orbon Monastery, the Necro Hall of Mulland. Such fantastical sounding locales, sorry. Just don't ask me to spell them. I mean, I have trouble saying them, so I get you. So what's up, dude? Ah yes, the Subianja. And what an amazing wine it was. I admit, before leaving Garlemald, I was worried the Outland's vintages would not agree with my palate, but oh, how I was wrong. Not only was the rose one of the best I've had during my time here, it is one of the best I've had, well, ever. I simply had to have more, so... Okay. Where's this going? I went and purchased an entire crate of the stuff! Dude, how did you afford that, or... What the fuck? Aren't each of those bottles like 30 million or something? How the fuck do you afford this? And I gave him quite a deal. Do you guys like how he just popped up like that from the bottom of the screen out of nowhere? And I gave him quite a deal, I might add, which was not easy, seeing as there is great demand for bottles of Sudvianja throughout the 3 great continents. That was so anime right there. Dude, seriously, how do you afford this? I shall reserve my judgment on the verity of Hancock's deal, but even were the price double, it would have been more than worth it. Fortunately, I recently sold an entire collection of my works to a little playhouse on Kogane Dori, the Mujikoza. I believe they call themselves... The Mujikoza, I believe they call themselves. These Hingen words leave my tongue in knots. And scored myself a tiny profit. Wow. The price of a single bottle more than a house in mist, you say? Yeah, that's what I heard. More than a birdhouse, I suppose. Oh, hell no. You telling me I got fucking ripped off? They gave me the runaround? Oh, you were serious. Well, then I can inform you that is most definitely not the case. Even during shortages, I've never had to ask more than, say, 20 or 30,000 gil a bottle. That's it? 40 if the buyer was wearing silks. Oh, well, yeah, of course. You look at their outfit and you're like, alright, this guy can afford more. You say Master Gegaruchu provided you with this misinformation, did he? Yeah, he did. He told me these things were worth a fucking fortune. Why, the conniving devil! Well played, you lecherous Lalafell, you! I mean, that is terrible! What a terrible thing for him to do! Wait, was that Dalmascan wine we procured from Master Gegaruchu some moons ago in exchange for one of his bottles of Sudvianja? Yeah? That useless filler quest I had to do in the middle of the Evil East raid series? Totally out of place? Do I, want to know about this, Hancock? Probably not, but I shall enlighten you anyway. Okay, don't even give him a choice. It sounds like you and Hancock make quite the cunning devils, Leon. Still, I do feel somewhat responsible for this whole mess. You gonna make amends or what? As an apology, might I offer you a bottle of vintage Sudvianja? Yeah, sure. No, of course not. Then what would you say to a bottle of Dalmascan? You could exchange it with the bottle you gave this Master Gegaruchu and absolve yourself of all wrongdoing and whatnot. Sure, I guess, whatever. Ah, now you are probably wondering where one might find a bottle of genuine Dalmascan Red, considering the hells you had to negotiate simply to find an empty bottle. Well, that, my distrustful friend, is where Hancock comes in. I do? Oh, yes. I do. And I just so happen to have a bottle of Dalmascan wine on my person this very moment. 3, in fact. Genuine, this time. It's the real deal. Is that one actually worth a fortune, or... And why do I carry bottles of the rarest wine in Othard on my person, you ask? I, am not at liberty to say. You guys are fucking testing my patience. Better watch your next words carefully, Hancock. If you must know, I acquired them from one of my acquaintances in Rabanastra. Bah, alright. I purchased them from Lady Frown, of course. Is this all what I think it is? Holy shit. They had a whole vineyard, or like a whole basement filled with this stuff? Enough Dalmascan Red to keep a Benga happy for a long, long time. Amongst the royal sommeliers, if that's how you pronounce that, there was a Viera like Lady Fran. When word came the Garleans were approaching, she ordered the entirety of the royal palace's cellars delivered here, where they'd be safe from the Empire. Being as the situation with the palace is what it is, I don't believe anyone would mind Lent's tears using the wine to, say, fill the Resistance's coffers. Holy shit, Fran's got a good head on her. She thought ahead. So, what is your offer? If this many bottles were to make it to market, the price would fall like a furball from an oak. I would be ruined. Oh yes, we gotta generate artificial scarcity to maximize profits. He's right. Can't just put it all out there at once, right? And here I thought they said you were a shrewd one. Now, if it were I to acquire this much wine, I reckon I would only release a few bottles at a time to ensure... what would you call it? Maximum profits? Thank you, yes. Renok, there's no need to be rude to our guests. You told me before that the East Aldernard Trading Company could not provide the Dalmascan Resistance with aid, as it would not be good for business. So I offer you something that will. Do you accept? And he accepted it, didn't he? Not that it transpired anything like that, mind you. Mm-hmm. So you're still fucking with me. So, would you care to purchase a bottle? I jest. Yeah, you better be, dude. You asking me to buy after all this shit? Now, take a bottle and consider it my Apollo. And consider it the last you'll get from me. Wow, can't even bring yourself to apologize, huh? You're a real piece of shit, Hancock. Take 2 bottles? Okay, that's a little better. All 3? Now we're talking, thank you, yes. I was like, you're getting there, but not quite. And he's like, all 3? And Leon's like, there you go. Now you're speaking my language. It's a little Rush Hour 2 reference. Enough, Leon. Poor Hancock looks as if he has lost his mistress to a mortal. Why would he say that? Why a mortal specifically? Why would he say losing his mistress, okay? To a monster with lots of tentacles on it. I see you, Square Enix. I know the minds of your writers now. You guys are subtle, but... not subtle enough for me. I'm onto your shit. Anyway, what did I miss just now, actually? 30 seconds. Because I realized there was another sentence after that. What are you saying? Poor Hancock looks as if he lost his mistress to a mortal. 3 bottles is more than fair to see your wounded honor restored. You're one to talk. Okay, no we know. Think of it this way, Leon. If you hadn't saved the world from Ultima's bane, the High Seraph would most definitely have destroyed all that wine in the monastery simply out of spite. That would be the least of our worries at that point, though. Meaning, you're entitled to at least those 3. And if you so desire, you can take one of those bottles back to Costa del Sol and set things right. Though, something tells me Master Gegaruju won't take kindly to you waltzing into his manor and demanding he exchange bottles for no apparent reason. Perhaps you might enlist the aid of that vintner from Wineport. What's his name again? Shamwow? Shamani! Shamwow! Damn, I forgot the guy's name. I was gonna do an impression of the guy, because it wasn't Billy Mays. The ShamWow guy was just known as the ShamWow guy, right? Are you following me, cameraman? Look, check this out. He got the headset on and everything. That guy was great. Shamani Lamani! Yeah, the ShamWow guy, we're gonna call him now. You gotta head into it. I mean, this is all filler nonsense at this point, like I said before, but it's funny at least. Alright, ShamWow guy. I'm your camera dude for now. Wait, did you just say you have in your possession a bottle of genuine Dalmascan Red? Why, the 12, wherever did you find it? It's a long story. Amazing. Simply amazing. And is it safe to assume you're here to right a past wrong, one involving a fancy bottle full of falsehoods and fabrications? Yeah, you could say that. Well, I am more than willing to help you sort out this sordid mess. If I had said something back when I learned you would be trading a bottle of Valens for mere Sudvianja, none of us would be in this position in the first place. The lack of information is what led to this, huh? If I just spoken up more about what I was doing, could have saved myself a lot of trouble back then. Anyway, I shall accompany you to Master Gegaruju's seaside manor and explain to the man that the bottle you gave him had not been stored properly, and that we have come to exchange it with one that has. He is certain to believe the claim coming from me, his most trusted supplier. Pretty smart idea, actually. See if it works. Thank God I didn't have to travel over there. Spoiled? Shamani, I am shocked to hear that such a careless mistake was made on your watch. My deepest apologies, Master Gegaruju. I was not made aware of the error until recently, and have since been seeking to procure a replacement. The one I come bearing today. Fuck, I should have read the item description for it. I thought we were gonna get a chance to, like, hand it in, but it just went straight to this cutscene. Now we probably won't get to read what it said. Fuck. Excuse me. Would you care to partake in its aroma? I find you will recognize hints of kukuru, cinnamon, and if you hold the goblet at just the right angle, freshly cut rosemary. A veritable kaleidoscope of both opulence and refinement, if I do say so. Same thing you said last time, yeah. Without question, this bottle most certainly contains none other than Dalmascan Valens. I shall be the judge of that. Yes. A florid banquet of wooden distinctions, hunkered beneath a rhapsodic veil of undertone, and, what you said. Yes, this is without a doubt a vintage Le Monde. I accept your apology and will allow the exchange. Except now the bottle's been opened already, so does it really still have the same value at that point? You know? I have to wonder about that. Anyway. You two, fetch me the bottle now! They didn't take kindly to that. He didn't even say please. Oh, there we go. He just gives them money and it's all good. I mean, they are paid to be there, obviously. It's not like they're just there because they want to be. And there's the Booba retainer over there. She's actually in the cutscene this time. She wasn't in the last one. Just the other two. Again, where does the blonde Mikote come from anyway? She just appears. Again, my apologies, Master Gegaruju. I shall endeavor to prevent any similar oversights in the future. You have my word. The bottle's even shaped differently. Look at the old one. It's not even the same shape. Yes, yes. But may I ask, what exactly are your plans for that bottle? This? Why, dispose of it, of course. It is far too foul to even flavor a stew. And you wouldn't mind if I kept it, would you? Kept it? But why? To scam someone, I bet? Here it comes. Why do you think? There is coin to be made. A little wax about the top, and I can convince my fool colleagues back in Ul'dah that this is an authentic, sealed bottle of Dalmascan Red. And once the bidding ends, I'll have enough for another wing to my manor here. Master Gegaruju, knowingly presenting someone with a bottle of wine understood to be of inferior quality? That would be... I could never allow such a thing! I always just turn a blind eye, but... I like how they're just talking to each other through their minds. The look on their face says it all. They weren't saying any of that out loud. They just knew what the other one was thinking. Never! What's one little bottle? I can give you a cut of the profits! The small cut! I said never! And I said ah! Now look what you've done! Ladies, hurry and collect those pieces. I have some animal glue in the bungalow. That's a scary-ass look. There. He pays them and now it's all good. It's restitution for not saying please and being so demanding of them. They look at him like, what the fuck did you just say to us, you little shit? And, a good day to you too. I guess that solves it, yeah. God, he was that desperate to make a buck. Maybe I should still have two of them, right? Yeah, there we go. Taken from a cache stored in the Orban Monastery and discovered by the Dalmascan resistance group, Lens Tears. Okay. All's well that ends well, I suppose. The important thing is that we exchange the bottles. Now, as to how this is all going to affect my future dealings with Master Gekuruchu, you just let me worry about that. Or sorry, he said you let me worry about that, he didn't say just. Alright. What's this? A second bottle of Lemon? For me? You know I cannot accept such a gift. Well, I'm not really going to do much with it, so take it. There are literally thousands more where this came from? Yeah. Well, if that is the case, I suppose I can. And by letting more people know that there's a bunch of these to be had, even Hancock won't be able to turn a profit anymore. Fuck him. Or at least I'd like to say that, but this is gonna fund, you know, Lens Tears and the Resistance in general, so it's actually, you know, for once, actually using an underhanded capitalist technique for a good cause. Because we're funding a resistance movement. So, go for it. Remember what I said before, right? The world is filled with shades of fucking gray. That's how it is. Thank you again for the wonderful gift. As a distributor of fine wines, rarely am I allowed the luxury of partaking in mine own supply. I shall truly enjoy this exception. You've earned it, man. You've helped me a lot. Perhaps I will even allow old Berglund to class. That prick? Half a class. That sounds a little better. Here's helping it will inspire his winery to even greater heights. Is that another bottle I see there, sticking its cork from your pack? Gods, those things truly are bottomless, aren't they? What, our packs? Yeah, we can hold a lot of shit, us adventurers. We got really big inventories. Well, as happy as I would be to take it off your hands, I believe there is another far more deserving than I. You'll find poor Dress where he always is. I was thinking about him too. I was like, I think we should give the last one to him. After everything that poor guy's gone through, you know? He still can't go home. Dalmasca is not yet free. Again, here's hoping 7.0 or later, you know? Will hopefully, like, take us to Dalmasca, Rabanastra or something. So we can actually, like, explore, like, a real town, you know, instead of just in a raid. But I only saw a small portion of it in the raid, and it was destroyed by the fucking Espers. Thought that was an NPC, and I was like, oh wait, that's just another player. The hell's up with this box? Was that always here? Fella tripped on it on the way here. Why have you come back? There's nothing for you here. There is nothing for any of us. Sag. PTSD, man. That bottom. Where did you descend? Home. Yeah, man. Here. To remind you of better days. I'm sorry. I don't deserve this. It was my wife. My wife who always saved the corks. Do you think she'd forgive me? If I told her I wasn't coming back? Would my brothers in arms, would they allow me this respite? Trust me, if they saw the state you were in, they would more than understand. Trust me. Maybe it is time I asked them. They'll all be here soon, just like they are every night. But tonight, I'll have brought them something. Thank you, friend. Thank you. Thank you, friend. The sense of home are not as frightening as I imagined they'd be. You're welcome, buddy. Take it easy. Hope you have a good conversation with your family and friends. Again, you can't help but feel sorry for him, you know? The PTSD is real. I know we gotta go back to Kugane, but I wanted to check on something real quick. After everything that just happened. Does he say anything after that fiasco? They tell me this Arabella is quite the beauty. She's supposed to be interested in earning a bit of extra coin as one of my dancers. That has nothing to do with this questline. Arabella? Right? I don't think so. Oh! I just got an idea. Time to make YouTube, thumbnail clickbait. There. Oh wait, no, hold on. I gotta do those faces too, right? Hold on. I gotta get closer to the camera. What's another one? Oh yeah. There's another one. Oh yeah, here's another one. I want to get my glasses all. Alright, there's another one. Okay, we're good. Rule of 3. Alright, there. I have YouTube thumbnail clickbait now. Cool, let's go. You know what's funny is even though that's a joke, I'm obviously not gonna make a thumbnail out of that, but like, I realize I actually could, and it would actually get a few extra clicks if you made a thumbnail out of that shit. Of course, I'd have to do, you know, probably a little bit better with my facial expressions. I had no idea what the hell I looked like just then, but that is how it's done, right? Clickbait thumbnails. Oh, and I also have to write text, right, with big letters. That says something like, "You won't believe what happened. I didn't know this was an FF14," right, in big letters. Ah, YouTube culture. Gotta love capitalism. Alright, asshole. I did your shit. You're back! And my, far quicker than last time. Everything off with nary a hits then, I presume? Not exactly, but there was less trouble, sure. That is truly, truly wonderful to hear. And I'm not simply saying that because there's been this nagging in my gut that's followed me since I asked you to fetch me some wine that fateful day. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude. I've been told you adventuring types collect them as well. Fuck. I don't know what this reward is. I'll have to look it up. But that's it, we're done. You've completed the quest, return to Iblis, exiting New Game Plus mode. Notice the screen didn't even have to fade out, because none of the NPCs had to be rearranged. So, that was the smoothest exit from New Game Plus ever. So yeah, after you complete that quest, you can talk to them to get more background information and lore on Viera, I think. I run, you give chase, I am the heart, and you the... something. But this heart has laid... Ah, Leon! You've caught me again in the throes of a bloody bout with my arch-nemesis, Rider's Block. Perhaps a change of pace would serve me well. Was there aught you needed? Yeah, why don't you tell me about Viera culture? Ah, yes. I've learned much of the Leperine folk during my travels. The Leperine folk? How do you say that word? Damn, there's so many new words I gotta look up. Jesus. So let us start off with the most basic of details. There exist two distinct clans. The light-skinned Vina Viera and the darker-skinned Rava Viera. Right? The word Viera itself means people of the wood, and true to that name, both the Rava and the Vina make their homes exclusively in the Golmore jungle, or the primeval forests which line the southwestern foothills of the Scate Range, respectively. Oh, okay, so the Vina are from southwestern foothills of the Scate Range, wherever the hell that is, okay. And the Rava are exclusive to Golmore, that's where Fran is from. Those were the only ones that existed in FF12, that makes sense. Excuse me. Until recently, perhaps the past several generations, a Viera living outside her homeland was unheard of. and those who abandoned their tribes were branded outcasts. You see, the Viera follow a strict code called the Green Word, that binds them to their land and prohibits all contact with the outside world unless absolutely necessary. Okay. We've heard that before, yeah. Similar to that of the Mikote Keepers of the Moon, the Viera societal hierarchy is strictly matriarchal. You will find no males in the villages of both Davina and the Rava, let alone in positions of rule. Yet, that does not mean they do not play an important role in Viera society. The males take up the mantle of Wood Warder, protectors of the forest, and serve their tribes by seeing no evil approach on their tribe's sacred demesne. Oh, so they're protectors. But from afar, I'm guessing. From the outer edges of the forest, right? Excuse me. Males, for the most part, are reclusive, shunning contact with even their own kin, save for the rare occasion they return to their village of birth to sow their seed and to claim any boys who have reached adulthood. Sow their seed. Yes, that's what he means. Right, they have to reproduce somehow, right? But I shall speak of that queer custom at length later. Okay. In other words, tread not the wood with hopes of finding a male Viera, for you will be met with naught but disappointment. Or worse, death. This, however, is not to discredit the martial prowess of female Viera. The women of the wood are as formidable as the men, and merely choose to devote their attention to the protection of their hearth and young. Without a supportive community, the males must constantly struggle to survive. Food, clothing, weapons, medicines, all must be procured or crafted by the individual and without the aid of another. The male lives alone and dies alone. This has gone unchanged for countless generations. I spent many a moon in the desert sapphire, and while I saw all manner of wondrous creatures, not once did I lay mine eyes upon a male Viera, nor did I hear of one living in the city. They simply do not exist to us. Remember, all of this was written before, Shadowbringers and Endwalker. This is all stuff that was written before even female Vieras were available. And they had no plans to ever introduce male Vieras. They just caved into the pressure from players asking for it for Endwalker, so now we know they didn't go back to change this dialogue. Canonically, there still are no male Vieras anywhere, basically, is what they're saying right here. But who knows, maybe in Endwalker they'll have some dialogue that'll retcon that, right? I'll find out when I get there. That way, it makes more sense. But we'll see. Alright, so about Viera physiology. I'm guessing this was their way of hyping up, Viera's right before Shadowbringers launched. For the Viera, the hands of time move at a far more leisurely pace than they do for the rest of us. That's right! I remember that one time, Vaughn caught the fact that Fran's sister said something about her being, pretty old. What was it? Not that directly. She said something about something that happened, decades ago. Or something. And then Vaughn, when they were leaving the village for the first time, was like, "So, Fran, does that mean you're, in your 60s?" Or he says something asking Fran if she's, super old, basically, hundreds of years old or something. And, he literally stops the whole part. I'll never forget this. It's a great moment in FF12. He stops the whole fucking party, and he's like, "Hey, Fran, so it's are you, hella old?" I forget the fucking line. And she just stares at him. She's like, "Oh," and just fucking turns around and walks away in disgust. And Balthier's like, "Nice one, Vaughn. Jesus Christ." And he walks away too, and everybody else also just shakes their fucking head. And they look at Vaughn and they're like, "What are you, 12, man? What the hell, man?" In his defense, he is just a kid, but still, it's such a good moment. And Vaughn is just like, "Look, I was curious." I think Pinello's the one who chastises him. Out loud. Everybody else just kind of shakes their head quietly. Anyway. So for the Viera, the hands of time move at a far more leisurely pace than they do for the rest of us, whereas a hero might consider themselves fortunate to see, say, 80 winters before his return to the livestream, a Viera can endure up to 12 score or more. Holy shit. How much is score again? 20 years, right? 20 times 12 is... do some quick math here. So it's 2 times 12, 24, 240. Right. 240 years. Or more. Jesus. Assuming score means 20, I kind of forgot. It is estimated that upwards of 8 in 10 Viera are born female. So they're mostly chicks. Okay. Though it is not until at least the 13th name day, when the individual moves from adolescence into adulthood, that the individual's gender becomes apparent. Oh wow, they're ambiguous until they're 13 years old. Then, for the next 2 centuries, will the Viera maintain its physical youth, rendering it nigh impossible to discern one's age simply from outward appearances. So, they don't visibly age. Even though they do eventually die, like everything else from old age, it's never visible. They'll always look like they're literally forever 21. It's that damn store that used to be at my local mall, but it's gone now. I think it disappeared years ago. I haven't been there in forever, but yeah, that clothing brand, right? Forever 21. So they're literally supermodels for their entire life, despite living centuries. They never lose their youthful appearance. Wow. When it is revealed that a Viera kit is a male, it will be given into the care of another, that it may learn the ways of the wood warder, protectors of the forest. Once every 3 to 5 summers, male Viera will descend from the trees to a nearby village to mate. Yeah, that's what he said earlier, yeah. So once every 3 to 5 years. That's how often they fuck. No more than that. Damn. It is at this time, if there are any recently discovered jacks still living amongst the females, that the older male will make them his wards and teach them how to survive without the crutch of companionship. Only following countless seasons of training and strict adherence to the green word will the students themselves earn the title of master and be allowed to seek solitude. More than few will perish during this brutal rite of passage, oh damn, further thinning the tribe's males, until only those with the strongest seed remain. Oh, so it's their form of natural selection for themselves. That's why they do it, huh? As I explained before, the duty of a male Viera, a wood warder, is to see that their tribe's demesne remain untouched by the destructive whims of outsiders. Yet, they do so from the shadows, oft choosing to shoot first and not even bother with questions. So, you're actually lucky you didn't run into one because he would have killed you. That's what you're telling me? The females, on the other hand, are much more open in their relationship with the wood, though I use the term open in its most loosest of senses. More than simply defend the forest, they seek also to nurture it, clearing undergrowth, removing fallen trees, planting seeds, eradicating vermin. Okay, they take care of the forest. Efforts by past kings to bring Viera lands under Dalmascan rule have been met with either indifference or violence. As of late, Rabanastra has suffered the Viera their self-governance with the promise the villages will not take up their bows against the throne. Fair enough. When I was younger, and far more the fool than I am now, I asked the Viera if she did not find her tribe's ways awkward. Was it not within the natural order for males and females of a species to coexist? The woman answered me thus: "The value of coexistence will not be found beneath a loincloth." There's a lesson for you folks. It's not just about sex, and that's very true. It's like, sex can play an important role in any, relationship between two people that, love each other in that way, right? But it is not everything. Far from it. It will not carry a relationship. You'd have to find a pretty shallow couple for that to be true. And I'm sure maybe there are some couples like that out there, but for the most part, for most people, no matter how sex-starved any one of them might be at the beginning of the relationship, because, usually at the beginning, you bang like crazy, and then it tapers off, right? But the tapering off part is kind of ties into what I'm saying here, what he's saying. Yeah, it's not the most important part of a relationship most of the time, for most people. It really isn't. It's not what guarantees longevity. It's like, sex is fun, but that doesn't make a relationship. So, I like that. I'm gonna keep this. The value of coexistence will not be found beneath a loincloth. Long has our kind endured understanding that the distance twixt two bodies does not dictate the distance twixt two souls. Ah, isn't that romantic right there? I love that. It's like they can still love each other from far away. That right there says something about long-distance relationships. Which can potentially hit home for a lot of people who play this game. I know of a lot of relationships that are built, or at least start, with this game, actually. There's a lot of people who've actually met their significant others through here. Pretty cool. So I was like, this could actually resonate with some players, this lore. At least that little chunk right there, It's interesting. People meet through MMOs all the time. Lifelong friends. Not just intimate relationships, lifelong friends are made too. I've heard people talking about that since the World of Warcraft days. Meaning back when World of Warcraft was the only MMO that mainstream society even knew about. In the 2000s, like I used to see on online forums, and again, even to this day, there's a lot of people who are like, oh yeah, I met my wife or I met my husband on World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy 14 or something. You know, we met there, had a relationship, and then we moved in together. And hell, I know a couple. Still to this day. I'm in contact with a couple that started here. And you know, they've met up and everything. Several times. So yeah. It's a cool thing. The physical distance between their bodies doesn't dictate, you know, the distance between their souls. That's so beautiful and romantic, and I'm a sucker for that shit. Alright, so what about the Dalmascan refugees? What's up, dude? I spoke with Lady Fran about her efforts to see Dalmasca's displaced relocated to both Doma and Eorzea. A shrewd bit of compromise, if ever there was one. Not only will it save lives, but give the Resistance one less thing to worry over, allowing them more time to concentrate on uniting their ranks. And there was no easy way for the alliances to refuse the entreaty without painting themselves just as heartless as the Empire. This is the children and the elderly we were talking about here. Nevertheless, a logistical nightmare awaits those tasked with seeing the masses safely across the eastern and western borders. It will be quite an undertaking, and many might still perish. Damn. However, it is my deepest desire that Dalmasca might eventually follow in the footsteps of her neighbors and finally break free from the Imperial yoke. Ah, did I say deepest desire? Considering recent events, that was in poor taste. My apologies. Yeah. Asshole. He's referencing the Arasite, the Zodiac Stone Arasite things, because, you know, your deepest desires will be reflected in the stone, and it turns you into a monster that wants to, you know, fulfill those desires, yada yada. The storyline we just completed. There we go. So yeah, that's your reward for fully completing the Return to Ivalice. Including that extra quest right there with the wine that we just did. You get lore on Vieira. So let's see, this, yeah, the final Alliance raid and all these quests basically would have appeared maybe half a year or less before Shadowbringers launched. So yeah, good way to hype up Vieiras. They gave no hype to Hrothgar's though. In fact, I don't think I've seen, outside of the Gunbreaker storyline, I've seen nothing. I don't think I've seen anything giving any lore and backstory to Hrothgar's. I want to say something else, but I can't yet. I'll revisit this later. And I'll remember. There's a reminder. For sure. Okay, so what's next? Oh yeah, the little trial, right. Well, I can't New Game Plus it, so I'm gonna have to do it on the other Leon. Alright. See you, kids. Saw that Ramza and Alma were looking at me, so I was like... Now, MSQ will pick up from Rhalgr's Reach, so I'm just gonna go back there now. Because this next part hopefully won't take too long. It's a very short side quest. And it's a crossover event. With that, a lot of you probably already know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so... yeah, we'll start here. Excuse me. So I can literally say that my Vieira character is 112 years old or something. And it's believable because they don't age after they reach adulthood. Like, physically and visibly, they don't age. But yeah, I'm gonna be like, alright, Alice is 120 years old. I wonder if I'll ever get to see what's underneath all those clouds. On the world map, you know? Maybe they'll slowly reveal it as they add more shit through later expansions, you know? Like, what do we have here? Old Charlian. That's where it is. Inosha. The siren that tried to kill us. Right there, there's a whirlpool that pulled us in. That one dungeon. Bavner? Razatan. There we go. What else? Dalmasca's like right here, right? Somewhere? They said it was like north of Doma, wasn't it? I can't remember anymore. Pretty sure it was, though. But yeah, Doma's here. But if you go upstream, you find Dalmasca and Ravenastra somewhere in this area. This? I don't know what the hell this is, but there's a giant worm there. Kinda reminds me of the salt flats from FF8 a little bit. Like a white desert. Anyway. Alright, I was doing these off stream on the other, yeah, trying to catch them up. But this is irrelevant for us, obviously. There we go. Just curious. No shame in yielding in battle, if it means you live to win the war. Something like that. I kind of just skimmed through what he was saying. Let's see, it is this one. Okay, back to the book I wrote in. Who are you guys? Oh shit. The hunt is on, my friend, and that means work for me and my hammers. What the hell are you talking about? My partner here is mainly in for the bounty, but he never fails to bring me back something for the forge. If you ever have something what needs smithing, maybe I can lend you a hand as well. Depends, what's going on? Hardy Hunter. The new king on the block. This hunter's unbridled enthusiasm can mean only one thing. The hunt is on. QFF15 battle music? I don't have any. That's what I should add to my soundboard. I don't really think that's pretty niche. I don't think I'll use it much. Well, well, if it isn't my old rival, Leon Starcrust. Your old rival? Who the fuck are you? Come at last to learn from a true hunter of elite marks, have you? I don't even think... Yeah, even Leon doesn't recognize you. Who the fuck are you? Forgive me if I seem overly presumptuous. Being the renowned adventurer that you are, I've always considered you to be a rival of sorts. A little healthy competition goes a long way in keeping one's skills sharp, you know. Really? Aye, but a hunter ain't worth shite without a smithy to keep him armed and armored. You'll have to excuse him. He's never been one for social graces, but he's a damn fine hunter, and what he brings back to the forge keeps me in business. Who has time for grace when game is afoot? Which reminds me, I have news of a quarry that may pique your interest. I recently came across a rather peculiar bill on the clan hunt board. Here, take a look. Or have a look, sorry. What do you got? The bill depicts a crimson wyvern unlike anything you have ever seen. Unfortunately, further reading of the bill reveals nothing of its origins. Strange, isn't it? Not only is the drawing unabashedly crude, the bill itself lacks the formality expected of anything approved by the Centurio clan. Still, a bounty is a bounty. Before setting out, though, I thought it wise to first confirm the details of the request, and therein lies the rub. The clansmen weren't even aware this bill had been posted. Likely the escapades of some mischievous youth, they said. Really? But if this beast truly is out there somewhere, what manner of hunter would I be if I didn't go and find out? Yeah, I forgot to mention, Clan Centurio from FF12 and Tactics is part of FF14. I never did these side quests, but it starts in Ishgard. But they have a branch here in Kugane as well. Basically for getting hunt marks outside of the initial 3 city-states from A Realm Reborn. It's Clan Centurio, but Mont Blanc was never there. Mont Blanc was introduced barely, and has nothing to do with Clan Centurio this time around. Just for the Evil East raids. Mont Blanc, I mean. Anyway. And from what I've been told, you're never one to back down from a chance at adventure. That's true. So how about it? Will you take up the hunt? Count me in. I have no time for rumors and hearsay. Sure, man. I'll check it out. Every bit the thrill seeker I marked you for. Glad to hear it. To make things a little more interesting, what do you say we make this a race, eh? To see who can slay it first. I'll even give you a hint to get you on your way. The beast we're after is a Rathalos, king of the skies they call it. From what I've gathered, it was last spotted somewhere around the Azim steppe. You'll like to learn more if you speak with the locals at Reunion. As for me, I still need to prepare before I can head out, so consider this a head start. Good luck, Leon, and may the best hunter win. Rathalos. Yes, this is a Monster Hunter crossover. They pretty much just revealed it. I've never played Monster Hunter, so don't know any lore behind it, nor what's up with the title logo for Quest Accepted there. Holy shit, they're fucking going in! Leon's gonna fuck up his neck keeping up with them. Look at this. Excuse me. Don't look so surprised. Even a smithy needs to stay in shape, you know. This is true. It's not like being a weaponsmith is easy labor. It's not. It's nice to see someone taking this barmy fool's story seriously for once. Crazy as they seem, though, every now and again they turn out to be true. Ah, Leon! Already on the hunt, are we? I suggest you move quickly. Once I've warmed up, the Wyvern is as good as slain. You best head to Reunion if you haven't already and see what you can learn from the locals. I'll be along after a few more squats. Alright. Yeah, even Capcom has dipped their toes into doing crossovers with Square Enix and Final Fantasy XIV. Kinda cool. Maybe one day we'll get like a Ryu skin or something. Ryu and Chun-Li. You know people would be looking forward to the Chun-Li outfit. If that ever became a thing. Yeah, who knows? Maybe even, I don't know why this comes to mind, but maybe even FF7 Remake or something, right? They could have like an optional DLC side quest in the next part where you get like to meet characters from Street Fighter or something else. Or geez, God forbid, another... I might as well say another Nier crossover. We'll get there when we get there. A red wyvern by the name Rathalos? I'm sorry, but you must be mistaken. I've heard stories of a great wyvern that slumbers in the mountains to the north, but it was not red, and most certainly does not go by that name. I think he's talking about the dragon that we helped Orntai with, or whatever his name was. Sorkai, I think it was. In the Dragoon Quest job line. That's what he's referring to, I think. That dragon. Forgot her name already. Not that it matters now. Rumor has it the beast was recently slain by a band of wyvern hunters. If only we had found it first. But if this Rathalos you speak of truly exists, we may yet have another chance. Mark my words, this beast will fall by a blade of the Oronir. Oh shit. It's like last time, I gotta race somebody to it. Except last time they'd hired Estinian, so it wasn't a problem. Wayfaring Claw Hunter? A gargantuan red wyvern? I'm sorry, sir, but I'm not overly familiar with the comings and goings of this place. I only visit on occasion to do a small bit of business. Perhaps you should speak with the Castir, though speak is perhaps not the right word, seeing as they do not. At any rate, you will find none more knowledgeable of the happenings in the Azim steppe. Okay. Apprehensive Ari traveler. What is she wearing? Oh, okay, it was her skin color. I thought, from far away, I thought it was like part of her outfit. A red wyvern named Rathalos? Oh dear. Perhaps the story I heard was true then. Of a young man from the Ura clan leading a flock of Zos down from the mountains. He was making his way to Reunion when a fierce wind began to blow. A terrible howling gale which left him all but blinded. To his horror, he soon realized the deafening roar he heard was not of the wind's making. He claims it was that of a great wyvern, which descended from on high to claim several Zos from his flock, disappearing into the sky as quickly as it came. Needless to say, he ran to Reunion with all haste, telling everyone of what had happened. But the man is a known liar and a swindler. Who would believe such a tale coming from him? Yeah, boy who cried wolf type of situation. That sounds about right. What do you know about this? He knows what we're talking about. Upon hearing of a red wyvern, the Kastiri merchant takes on a grave expression. That way? The Kastiri merchant points southwestward. Perhaps you will find some clue to the wyvern's whereabouts in that direction. Okay. The music. You arrive at the area the Kastiri merchant appeared to be indicating. All you can do now is lie in wait for your prey. Gonna fight out here then, huh? Shit. What's this? Oh, a hunter! An affirmable looking one at that. Her? Really? It's a talking cat. But an actual cat, not a Mikote. Have you come to help then? To hunt the Meowster Rathalos? Meowster threw me off. Talking cat. And what's wrong with a talking cat? Have you not seen the turtles and fish around these parts? Oh, right. That's true. I probably should have... yeah. Sorry about that. I'm an apprentice, feline hunter, and I've come to this place in search of meowsters. Rathalos, to be precise. An apprentice feline hunter, huh? But even with 9 lives, I could never slay one on my own. That's why I posted that notice seeking help. There's a reason they're often referred to as King of the Skies, after all. Some also call them fire wyverns on account of their ability to breathe fire. I feel awful just thinking about all the hunters burned to cinders in their wake. That's not a good way to go, yeah. Shit. What was that? Yes, and they roar exactly like that. Would you believe it's powerful enough to stun their prey? Dude, that wasn't me, man. I didn't do an impression. Oh, shit! The poor kitty! Run, dude! This is one fierce-looking motherfucker. He got his food, he's out. Jesus. That was him! That was a Rathalos! Still willing to help, I hope? Yeah, of course. I'm not backing down. What a day, what a day! Both a meowster and ferocious hunter to slay it? I sure got the cream today. Let's hurry. You seem to be heading northwest, back into the mountains. The mountains, huh? Oh, before I forget, I never did ask your name. It's Leon Starcrust. Pleased to meet you, feline buddy. Nice to meet you, Leon. Now let's be off. Let's. Where are we headed? It's not much of a gain at this point, but it's still a gain. Like a slight time save. The Rathalos is somewhere along that path, I just know it. But I'm afraid you'll have to go without me. As I am right meow, I fear I'd only slow you down. Before you go, though, I insist you take these with you. What do you got? When catastrophe strikes, a hunter should never be without mega potions. I don't know if you normally keep medicine on hand to treat your wounds, but I guarantee you've never had anything quite like that. When you and your friends are ready, head on in. You do have friends to help, right? Yeah, I'll just use my Link Pro right now and call in some homies, yeah. 8? I thought hunters usually fight in groups of 4. Well, I suppose you know best. Maybe in Monster Hunter, but here we need 8 people. During the Battle of the Great Hunt, you will gain access to the Duty Action Mega Potion. Be advised that while it can be used to restore a large amount of HP, its usage is limited. Upon clearing the duty, you can claim a special reward by examining the remains of the Rathalos. Be certain to do so before leaving the instance. Noted. If you find yourself in a pinch, don't forget to use that Mega Potion. It does a much better job of healing you than a regular Mega Potion, which I think I have here too. A regular Mega Potion, and this is a high quality one too, only restores up to 35% of HP. The one that he gave us, that's going to be the special duty action, is like a full heal, I think. We're pretty close to it. Everyone gets their own, and there's a reason for that. The hunt has always been simple business. Snatch a bill from the board, seek out your quarry, and claim your bounty. Yeah, it's like an FF12 and 15. A peculiar posting in Kugane, however, has complicated matters. What began as a simple hunt in the Azim Steppe has quickly escalated into a harrowing undertaking. With a... I skipped a beat there. With a strange new feline companion, and even stranger prey. Rathalos, King of the Skies. With Mega Potion in hand, you venture into the mountains. But do you have what it takes to stand against his fiery fury? I suppose we'll find out. But before I queue on this, I will BRB real quick. I gotta go check on something, so... Give me 1 second, then I'll come back, we'll queue up, and off we go.